And here we have Dr. Sumedha, one of our very ex-employees who has been a part of the DentalDost family. And this slide's topic is totally about how the DentalDost family has grown, whether from the past to the present. Hi Dr. Sumedha, how are you?
Namaskaram everyone. I'm Dr. Sumedha and it's amazing to be back here with my ex-colleagues in DentalDost, and I am ready to start sharing about my journey at DentalDost.
Right. So Dr. Sumedha, I would like to first ask you that how do you like being back right now with us on this platform?
It's amazing actually. The energy here is crazy. I mean, just the moment Disha connected with me on the phone, I could feel her energy through the phone, and that's what we have been trained to do, and that's how a DentalDost employee is like. You can feel the energy from the phone, and it's amazing to be back here to meet with everyone from multidisciplinary domains, dentists and people from sales and so many other teams. It's amazing.
So I would like to ask you to just give yourself, give the audience a little introduction about yourself, so we know that how you have come from DentalDost to where you are currently.
Definitely. So I completed my dentistry in 2020. That was COVID batch, and unfortunately, it was pretty difficult for me to get a normal clinical job at that time. But somehow I landed up in a job, and I worked in a clinic at Puri, Odisha for 6 months. And then the second wave of COVID hit, and I had to come back home. So the moment I got back home, I got really interested in exploring non-clinical domains. And because working from office was not an option at that time, I wanted to explore remote working opportunities too. So, and that's when I came across DentalDost, and I was amazed that there is an initiative to make something like that in India to deliver tele-dentistry. So we have always spoken about telemedicine, there are a lot of telemedicine platforms, but dentistry has always been overlooked. So when I found out about DentalDost, I was absolutely thrilled, and I was like, I have to apply. Thankfully, they had a position open for freshers, and I applied, and I made it through, I think, 3 rounds of interviews, and they selected me, and that's how I ended up at DentalDost. And I worked in a hybrid role. I also had to work on data annotation. I had to work on partnerships with other dentists and outreach team, and I also did a little bit of writing on the DentalDost blog.
And it's amazing. I just love the energy right now. So what are you currently into?
Yeah, so after during when I joined DentalDost itself, I had joined the course of MBA, Masters in Public Health. And the reason I got interested in public health is because it allowed me to explore research and domains which are not just limited to the oral cavity. So I was interested in that. So I joined Masters in Public Health at Manipal, and following that, I have had a string of internships going on. So I've interned at ICMR NIOH, National Institute of Occupational Health, then at National Health Mission in my district, Jalpaiguri, and also I just finished my internship at IISc Bangalore, the MBBS MPH internship, and I will be joining an internship at Musigma.
Wow, that's a long journey. So if somebody from our audience who are currently completing their Bachelor of Dental Surgery want to pursue something similar, how do we go along there?
Yes, so if somebody wants to pursue a similar career path, then I think the first place to start would be just doing an analysis of yourself. What do you really want to do? After dentistry, most of the people are confused, and the only reason they give up clinical dentistry is because they think, okay, this is too saturated, or we don't have any other scope. But you have to go deeper than that. You have to analyze what do you really want? So if you're someone like me who thinks that they can thrive in a non-clinical environment, communicating, your communication skills have to be top-notch to excel in any place like DentalDost or even in public health. So if you think you can thrive in that, and that's where your flair lies, then definitely go for this kind of a career path.
Wow. So I would like to know, going back in the past, what made you choose dentistry, and after which made you switch a little bit towards non-clinical?
Okay. So what made me choose dentistry is I actually was not particularly keen on pursuing dentistry, and that's the reason I also gave my NEET the second time. But I got dentistry again, so I opted for that itself. And I wouldn't say I didn't like the course or something. I loved, especially one of my favorite subjects in dentistry has been physiology in the first year itself. And then in third year, I enjoyed general medicine, I enjoyed general surgery. And in oral pathology was also one of the, like, it was beautiful just knowing about all those conditions, and they had such beautiful names like pearls, like eyelids of pearls and everything. I loved it. So that's what made me stick with dentistry. I think made me go through dental school, and even after graduating, I wanted to get into clinical practice because I loved it. I loved the aesthetics of prostho. I loved everything about it. But the COVID was an unforeseen incident which actually made me question the security, the job security in this domain, especially being an independent practitioner, because I don't have anyone in my family who is a dentist. So I'm the first generation dentist in my family. So having no one else to fall back on or guide me, I think that was one of the reasons I shifted to non-clinical, and thankfully I loved it. I just loved it. But I think that it's all a personal choice, like what do you really want to do?
Correct. Of course, I mean, even I remember from my BDS days, my favorite subject was completely endodontics. I was so into that, I was looking for ways that I could get a patient for restoration and critical lab. That was one of my keen things for dentistry. How was it like for you as the culture that we follow there?
So the culture, I love the flat handle
Yes.
addressing. So in dentistry, in dental school, you were always taught, even an immediate senior, you have to address as ma'am, sir. Being in endodost, that flat hierarchy, the CEO herself, we have to call her by first name. And I was amazed that that is the kind of culture we need everywhere in India.
Of course.
We need it everywhere.
Yes.
And to be anytime anybody had a doubt, we were just so open about it. We were open about pitching our ideas like, okay, we should approach this problem in this way.
Correct.
And everybody is willing to listen to you. So that's amazing.
That is, I mean, I myself have opened up so much at that platform. Right now, I'm a different person from what I was a year back. If somebody who's a dentist of ours wants to enter the research field but do not know what are the future goals, what are the circumstances that they'll face in the future, what should they be ready for?
So if somebody wants to enter research domain seriously, they should be ready to fail. They should be ready to fail. In research, the first thing that we're taught is like the proposal that we're making, or basically whenever we have to submit our proposal to the ethical committee for ethical approval, they will reject it.
Of course.
And as a fresher, you will make mistakes, you will make silly mistakes, you might make bigger mistakes. So they will reject it, and you have to be flexible enough to keep making changes and going through multiple iterations to define your problem statement. So you can actually do a research that will create an impact. Don't do research क्योंकि बस publication चाहिए, क्योंकि बस मुझे ऐसे करना है, दिखाना है, CV में रखना है. Don't do research because of that. Only do it if you have identified a problem and you think you can genuinely contribute towards solving it.
That is so correct. So recently, for the non-clinical options, we have launched Impact program for our dentists, and we have a week which is completely dedicated to dental research. So we recently finished that week for the batch 1, but again we are going to continue it. In this Impact program, we are starting from entrepreneurship to clinical AI to non-clinical digital dentistry, dental research. People have it, all the options open. So anybody who even wants to have a little bit information about dental research, they still have a way to go for it.
Okay.
How do you think it will benefit the dentists?
It will benefit in a huge way. I wish I had found this program when I graduated in 2020, because trust me, the amount of confusion that I faced. Everything that we're taught since year 1 in most dental colleges, at least in my time, is just follow the straight path. BDS, MDS, clinic.
The traditional way.
Yeah, the traditional way. So this kind of training that you're offering to students, fresh graduates who might be confused themselves, it's amazing. I think it will truly make a difference so that they can make an informed decision about choosing. They might go back to clinical dentistry, they might choose non-clinical, but they are making an informed decision. And that's what matters. I wish I found this.
Yes. I mean, of course, even I didn't have the option of getting this. I had to go on the internet, explore a little, what is the background right now. But now the playground for dentists is wide. It's so wide, you can go into research, you can go into scribing, you can go into coding. Available options are just as many as possible. What are some other options you think are good for people who are recently passed out?
I think pharma domain, pharmacovigilance is a very good and lucrative option for a lot of people who want to work immediately after dentistry, and most of the times they don't need any additional qualifications for that.
Correct.
And also if you have a knack for data, like if you're good at Excel, naturally good at Excel, then you can explore fields of data analysis. There are a lot of free courses which are available for data analysis. You can go for them, and also you can collaborate or work at a place like DentalDost where they are actually an ML based company.
Right.
They might look like they are using ML for oral hygiene,
Yes,
but they're
yes.
ML based. Data has been called as a liquid gold.
Correct.
It has been called as liquid gold, so explore that domain because that's coming up in a few.
Yes, I mean, of course, if she's also insisting, I would love to have new dentists on the team with such fresh ideas. That is what we are welcoming right now. But, so you know that you have been into dental research. But for me, dental research is something which is completely new. I passed out and I was a part of the DD team. So, a person who has a little bit of experience in the past towards non-clinical, can they still enter the field?
Of dental research?
Yes.
Definitely. You can enter research anytime you want. You should just be passionate enough. There are a lot of resources online, and with training, the kind of training or programs like DentalDost is offering, if you opt for this program, you can maybe speak with industry experts or experts in research and to have a complete picture about how to approach it. So you can totally get into dental research.
Do we have any common domains that they can do with the internet to research about all this?
Common domains for researching about all this. You can, so see, what we have been taught in our college is looking at databases like PubMed and all that and seeing like which problem statement is there. But I would suggest more than that, look at the health statistics or disease burden.
Yes.
So for example, like if you want to do a research on say oral cavities or dental caries or any periodontal infection or anything, so just go and see the local disease burden. What is the area of your choice? What do you want to do? And then this is for primary data research. Now if you want to do secondary data research, like if you want to conduct a systematic review, if you want to conduct a literature review, normal scoping review or anything, then connect with some faculty. Like connect with a faculty in your college or connect with someone who has some research experience, and you can definitely go ahead with conducting a review.
Of course, I mean the options are everywhere. Just a little exploration, a bit of help from everybody does take you places. But for here, I think the dental research topic is so vast, we can go on and on to talk about it. And her experience has been apt for so many people. Everybody looks towards her, they look towards the all upcomings that they can achieve in the future. But till then, I would want to request you, if the students have any questions, is there a possibility that they can get in touch with you?
Definitely. So if anybody wants to get in touch with me, I can put my forward my email,
Yes.
and you can convey.
Of course, so that will be provided to you everybody. Until then, I think this session might go too far if I start asking all the questions. But for now, let's just end it here. But just one thing I want to convey, that you might not be there when I joined the team, but we have been connecting as a DD family so quick. It was great meeting you. Thank you for giving such great information to the dentist. And I hope to see you again. And all the very best for your future. And we hope to see you at DentalDost office as well.
Definitely, I look forward to visiting DentalDost and like, as I say, like instant vibing with people here.
Right.
So I really look forward to that, and I wish DentalDost like really becomes a household name. Like it gets that big. Like I really want DentalDost to reach there, and I'm really happy that you called me here.
Yes. Thank you so much. Namaste.